Hey guys, good afternoon. You're just connected with CJ, and today we're going to take a look at my favorite Android apps. I have an Android Acer Iconia tab. It is running Android Ice Cream Sandwich, which is the latest version of Android. And as you can see, I've just started it up and I've come to the start screen, and these are some of my favorite widgets up here. There's an agenda which lists upcoming events. I've got an email widget. I've got a clock widget with a weather widget built in, and then I've got the most frequently used apps on the front screen, which of course are Google Chrome, TweetDeck and Chat Trillion, YouTube, Skype, Color Note and the Google Play Store. Also have a TweetDeck widget down here which lets me know if there are things I need to look at, and of course there's a little music player down here which is at the moment loaded with Harry Potter audiobook. You have a start screen, and then there are two screens to the right and there are two screens to the left. The two screens that I have on the left are full of apps that I genuinely use every day, and the other screen is full of a few games that I have downloaded. The two screens to the right, I use one of them. There's a Color Note sticky on there, but I can't show you that because it's full of personal information, and the other screen is empty. So yeah, first of all I'll take a quick look at the games. I'm not going to open these and go through them. There's so many games videos on YouTube that I don't need to. And of course you all know Angry Birds. If you don't, let me know in the comments, because I want to find out which rock you've been living under for the past year. But I also have Bubble Shoot and Frozen Bubble. They're the same kind of game. You should know Frozen Bubble. It's inbuilt into some Linux systems. I have a Gems game. I don't quite remember what that's called, and it's really difficult for me to see through the camera, so you have to bear with me. A Blocks game, and then Tap Blocks, and there's another Blocks game, and there's Packball Lite. Obviously the Angry Birds. Then I have a GTA game, Hungry Fish and Song Pop. Not going to go through them, but they're all free games apart from the GTA thing that came built into the tab. That's a HD game, which I'll probably show you in another video if you're interested. All the others are free to download at the app stores, so yeah, just go ahead and look for them. They're good games. And like I said to you, if you don't know Angry Birds, let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're going to look today at the apps that I use a lot here. My apps on this page are divided into categories. We have the first two lines, which are just general programs which I like to use often. The third line is everything related to things that you need to read. Fourth line are apps that are used with an internet connection. Fifth line is social media, which is TweetDeck, YouTube, Instagram and Plume. Then we have the next line, which are chat apps and Chat Trillion and Skype. Then I have two apps down here which are related to diabetes, as I am diabetic, and that gives me some information. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at, which you probably may have seen before or may have not seen before, I don't know, but it's the KLM app. We're going to open it really quickly, and as I don't see through the camera I'm not going to actually be able to show you a lot about how to use the app. But basically the KLM app is this. What you can do is you can track flights while they're going to and from their destination. So of course you can type in the flight number, see if it's on time, see when it left, see if it left on time, see if it's going to arrive on time, see where it is, see how long there's left to fly. There's a couple of other features in here which I have never explored. I basically use it to track flights when Jessie comes into the country. So that's the KLM app. That's kind of cool. A little bit difficult for me to see, but okay, that's the colours and we just have to deal with that. Next app that I use is Color Note. Color Note basically lets you add notes. They're sticky notes, and it lets you put a sticky note widget on your home screen, which I've just explained to you before. You can add as many notes as you like. You can edit the notes that you've added, and yeah, they can be done in different colors. So if you have different subjects that you need to write about, you can do them in different colors. It's just that easy to find and easy to see. I have a calendar on here. It's basically a better version of Google Calendar. For me, this is a heck of a lot bigger than the normal Google Calendar that's on here, so I can use it and I can see it more clearly than Google. And of course you can see that there are events marked in there. That's pretty easy to use and pretty nice if you are visually impaired like I am. The next app that I have loaded on here is Google Translate. That works basically the same as the web web thing, the online thing that you can go and see through Google. It basically translates from one language to another. You can type it in, and it also speaks what it translates. So yeah, that's handy. What else do I use on here? Obviously the Play Store. This is a really good app. This is TeamViewer. TeamViewer is, all my apps by the way are free, so TeamViewer is something again that I've loaded on here, and this, if I can work with it through the camera, you can actually, I'm actually logged in, I have a TeamViewer account and I'm logged in, and I can actually connect, if it will let me, to my PC from my tab. And as you can see right now, my PC, which is just over here, is actually rendering this week's vlog for my channel. So yeah, I'm connected to my PC. I can control everything just as I would through my PC. There's a mouse cursor, I can do right clicks, I can use the keyboard, I can basically do anything I want. Not going to touch it and demonstrate right now because my PC is rendering a video. But yeah, it's really handy if you need access to your PC and you're not home at the moment. So I use it for that, or I use it generally because I'm lazy and tend to sit on the couch or lie on my bed and don't want to sit behind my PC. But yeah, this is a really handy and useful app to have. So we'll just log out of here and let my PC carry on doing its thing. TeamViewer is really useful. Okay, next app that I use a lot on here is Aldico. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but okay, this is an ebook reader. You can download free ebooks even from the Aldico store. I have a book loaded in here right now which I've purchased. It's of course Harry Potter, and I like the Aldico reader specifically because you can set the fonts however you want them. You can have white text on a black background, black text on a white background, yellow text on a black background, and basically whatever you want. You can make it as big as you want and it's easily readable. Okay, I'm sorry, this is the Harry Potter version that I'm reading in Dutch, but you get the general idea. It makes ebooks really accessible for people who are visually impaired, and it handles a lot of files. And you can also import files from your SD card, I believe, which some e-readers don't allow you to do. So yeah, that's Aldico, and it's an e-reader. It reads EPUB files and it reads PDF files. Let's go back home and take another look. Speaking of PDF files, I have Adobe Reader right there, which of course reads PDF files. I have Kranten. Did I push? No, I didn't. Get back out of there. We have Kranten, which is basically a massive list of Dutch newspapers, or the digital versions of Dutch newspapers. These are not subscription versions, these are free versions, and you can basically go into all the newspapers. They're Dutch newspapers. You can go into all the newspapers and choose which one you want to read, or you can choose one and add it to your favorites. So of course mine is the Telegraaf, and I can go into there and I can read the Telegraaf. And the great thing about this app is that you can set the font size to as big or as small as you like, which again makes newspapers accessible to me, and that's not normal in the normal world. Normal newspapers I cannot read. So yeah, that's another cool app. The next one that I use every day, and there are actually two icons here for this. It's Daily Horoscope. That's the original icon, and you can also set an icon which you can tap, which takes you directly to your horoscope. And I am a Libra, so it lets me read my daily horoscope, and if I want to I can tap on the screen and hold it, and I have some options with there, which one of them is post to Facebook. It actually allows me to post my horoscope to Facebook, which is kind of cool. So yeah, if you enter reading horoscopes, Daily Horoscope, another free app. And the next one I use, this is for UK people only. This is tvguide.co.uk. Okay, this is basically a TV guide for your Freeview, Virgin Media or Sky TV, whichever one you have. You have a settings option up here in the top left hand corner when it works with me. Come on, tiny little button. Okay, we'll do it your way then, Mr. Tab. You can also go down here in the bottom left corner and go to settings, and you can set all kinds of different options. So basically you can go into the TV system and select which one you want, whether you're Freeview, Virgin, Sky, just want to see popular channels or whatever. You can choose which channels to display. You can choose what region you're in. So if you're in London, you can set it to London. I live in the West Midlands, so I've got it set to Midlands at the moment. And basically what it does is it shows you a now and next of all the TV channels that you have, depending on what options you set. So you can see BBC 1, BBC 2, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, and it goes down through all the Freeview channels because we have Freeview. It's giving me a now and next of each program that's on the TV, and if I want to see this is something interesting, I don't know, I can't see it again through the camera, but something that's interesting, I can tap on it and I can read more about it, and it gives me a whole list of programs that's going to be on that day. And it gives me more information, and the other thing that it also does is it tells me what channel I need to turn to depending on whether I'm on Sky, Virgin or Freeview. So this is a really handy TV guide for those of you who live in the UK. Okay. Oh, turning back around again. We have some other useful hubs down here. Google Mail, Google Chrome, those are self-explanatory. Internet Explorer, that's also self-explanatory. Heart FM, again, if you're, I'm not going to push on this app because it'll automatically start playing the radio then, but if you again live in the UK and want to listen to Heart FM, it's a free app that you can download so that you can listen to the radio on your tab. I also have ITV Online. This is for you Dutch guys who have KPN connections. I can't do a lot with it because I'm not on a KPN connection right now, but if you're a KPN customer, you can download this free app and it allows you to do several different things. You can basically watch TV live online. You can find programs, it takes a while to load. You can watch TV online. You can find programs that you've missed. You can even tweet and Facebook and Hives messages to let your friends know. Whoever use Hives anymore, I don't know, but you can send messages to all social media to let your friends know what you're watching. So yeah, this is a really handy little thing if you are a KPN customer. I haven't tried it out yet because I haven't used a KPN. I haven't had access to a KPN connection since I've downloaded it, but anyone out there who's tried this, let me know how it works because I can't use it yet, and I'm really excited about using that and being able to watch TV from my tab. Another app, if you're not a KPN customer and you want to watch programs that you've missed, and you live in the Netherlands, is a little app called Gemist. You can basically go into this app and there's some senders that you can choose from. You can go into a particular sender if it wants to respond to me, and there's basically a whole list of TV shows here that you can choose from, and if you find something that's interesting you can tap on it. There's one episode there for me to watch. I can tap on it again, brings up some more information, and I can tap on it and it will start playing it. So yep, that's another handy little app if there are programs out there that you want to watch that you've missed. There's a fairly wide selection on here. Not all senders and not all programs, but okay, there's a fair amount on here. Something interesting, especially if you're learning Dutch like me and want to listen to Dutch but don't actually live in the Netherlands yet. So next app that I really like to use is TweetDeck. TweetDeck is a really simple social media app. It allows you to look at your Facebook and your Twitter all in one place. You can add several Twitter accounts, you can add one Facebook account, and it makes it all simple and easy to read. So the blue messages here are Facebook's, and the grey messages, I'm not sure if you guys can actually see the difference. The grey messages are Twitter, and there's a blue one that's a Facebook message, so you can view those. They're all in a handy little timeline for you to read. You can slide across to the next column, which are your mentions. You get TweetDeck and Facebook mentions in there. There are then private messages, and if you go one further, I also have mentions for the Just Connect channel added. So that is TweetDeck, and it's really handy, simple little app to use. If you still want to look at your social media all in one place, but you want something that's got a bit more information and looks a bit better, then you can try Plume. P-L-U-M-E. This is basically a Twitter application, but you can also add Facebook into this. I have 2 Twitter accounts and 2 Facebook accounts in here. There are heaps and heaps and heaps. Let me see if I can find the button. There are heaps and heaps and heaps of settings that you can change to adjust it, adjust the way it looks, adjust how it reacts and how it behaves, adjust the font size, adjust colours, adjust everything basically. There's absolutely all sorts of settings in here, and what I like about this app is it kind of looks like the TweetDeck application that you have on your desktop. You can see more than one column at once, and I see in here, this is my timeline, so I see in here Twitter messages from the 2 accounts, and I don't know if you can see, but there's colour on the left hand side here, so I can see that these are coming to my Access to Be account because I've made my Access to Be account red. You can set colours for all of your accounts in here, so Just Connect, things that come through to Just Connect are marked in blue. It does the same thing with the mentions and the private messages, and then of course there's the Facebook column, which is here all at the end, and of course I have my Facebooks also linked in colours because I have more than one Facebook account. So again, it's really handy if you have several accounts that you need to keep check of all at once. Oh, there you go, there's a purple one up there, so that's my other Facebook account. It's really handy to have, and it makes it really easy to find what you're looking for because it's all marked up in colours, and it alerts you to your messages just with a pop-up. You've seen that earlier on in the video, just like TweetDeck does. Really cool, really handy, and really nice to have with the colours. Okay, let's see what else I can show you guys here. Another of my favourite apps. I'm not going to show you Instagram because I'm not logged in, and everybody should know Instagram too. Again, if you don't, let me know in the comments. I want to know which rock you've been living under. My favourite app that I use all the time when I turn on my tab and I'm not behind my PC is AndChat. This is actually an IRC client. And if you don't know what IRC stands for, it stands for Internet Relay Chat. Basically, for me, it allows me to connect to our chat server, www.justconnect.eu. I can go to a chat room directly from my tab. So here I have, you can add any server you want. If you're really big on IRC servers, then you can add your own server and, you know, go and chat anywhere on any IRC server that you know. This one is Just Connect. This is our server. All you have to do once you've added it is tap on it and it joins. It's really big text that you can adjust, so you can make it bigger or smaller. It's really clear, really easy to understand and read. It automatically comes up with a user list, so it shows you who's in each chat room. It's just a great little app for on the go. It works on my tab and my phone, so I use it on both. It's a really cool app to have. It's called AndChat. And again, it's really easy to disconnect and just go back to the home page when you're done with it. Another app that's a favourite of mine is Trillian. And this is the last app that I'm going to show you for today. Trillian allows you to log into several different accounts. MSN, Facebook, so you can use Facebook chat in here. Yahoo I have added in here. And also it asks you to make a Trillian Astro account when you register for Trillian, so I'm also logged into that. I don't have any Trillian contacts though, but of course I have Facebook contacts here, and it splits them all up into lists. So you've got your Windows Live contacts here as well, and I've got Yahoo contacts here as well, so it's really handy and really nice to use. And it's again really simple, really easy to read. Just tap on a contact and you have a chat box there which you can type in. Tap on the chat field, brings up the keyboard, you can type something. Really easy to read, really easy to use. So that is Trillian. I hope guys that these apps have been useful for you. If you're an Android user, they're all free. I don't pay for any apps in the App Store. I always look for the free ones. So go and search for them, go and download them, go and try them out for yourself. Let me know what you think of them. Hope you've enjoyed this video for today, and I will catch you again next time. Don't forget, just connect.